Do you think that being a father, or maybe not, do you think, how has being a father kind of changed the way you write? Because I'm assuming, prior to becoming a father, well, us again assuming maybe a different writer then than you are now, or maybe there's a different perspective that you take when you're creating a character.
That's a good question. That's a very, very good question. Um, I think it was Hemingway. I'm not sure if it was Hemingway, but some other famous writers said that if you want to be a better writer, have kids. And to a certain degree, I can possibly understand why, but there's always a learning curve, right? Even if you have kids or no kids, you're going to learn.
Hmm.
I might have no kids. I might have no wife. I might, what's his one Bluey episode where he says, Uh, I have no children. My days are happy and free, and I don't have any obligations or something like that. So I do understand that, but at the same time, I might have no obligation and nothing. I still walk out the front door and I'm about to learn stuff. You know, I get hit by a bus, or someone keels over and starts choking in front of me, or something happens at work. Every day is a learning curve, so you're still going to grow regardless. That aside, I don't think that parenting should influence you that much as a writer. Otherwise, that's like saying, okay, so I started out as a crime writer and now I'm going to be writing the soppy romance books or something like that. It's not really the case. I think I distinctly remember once a lady came to me when she read my second novel. She came to me, she said to me, it was now recent. So obviously it was in the time that I was having babies and really stuck into my fatherhood responsibilities. And she came to me and she said, wow, I can see that you're a very busy dad and you're very busy with your kids. And I said, why? She said, well, because I can see the character that you wrote in the second book, King of Sorrow, is a character that's 5 years old. She said, I can see this character that you wrote. You have to be a very active dad to write a character like that. And then I said to her, that was written 5 years before I had kids. So, you know, um, did being a dad make me, did it change or influence my writing? I think life just did that naturally.
Hmm.
Was fatherhood a part of that? Yes. Would I have been a different writer if I didn't have kids? Yes. But it would still have been actively growing every single day of my life. It's an ongoing process, life, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that okay. All right. I don't know. I guess I assume that, you'd have a more of I don't know, parental lens on things or whatever. But I guess if you wrote a story about a 5-year-old 5 years before you had kids, and it was in depth enough that somebody thought you were writing from the lens of a father, then you already had this thing locked down. So your writing is obviously very thorough and well researched, and you're writing from a real understanding of each character. So I guess not, but I think that's also important to note, because I think a lot of us, when we put down or pause our careers to be present, we think we're going to lose something. We feel like we're giving up something to get something, or there's this trade off
Mm,
for who we are and who we become. But I think you're still, no matter what happens, you're on the journey of becoming. Right? Like you're always becoming, and this is just a season or a chapter in that becoming. You're still on path to become whoever you thought you were going to be. This is just a different part of that journey that gives you maybe not career perspective, but life perspective, right? And you maybe live differently, but you still can do the career or the thing that you do the way that you've always done it. It doesn't mean that, because you're giving more of yourself to your family, that you're losing this other part of you. You still have it.